Today we're going to do some egg experiments to explore faith and science.
Holy smoke! Can someone open a window, please? Holy smoke! Exploring faith and science.
Hello, I'm Faye, otherwise known as the Batty Boffin, and today we are going to do some egg science. So for this you will need an egg. It's also a hard-boiled egg, and I'm going to get this egg into my round flask here using science. Now, I understand that most people don't have a round bottom flask like this. I'm just the kind of weird person who does. So if you haven't got one of these, some kind of vase perhaps that's got a small opening, and it needs to be slightly smaller than your hard-boiled egg. Not too small, but certainly not too big. So you'll need a hard-boiled egg, you need one of those. You're also going to need a grown-up if you're a younger one, because we're going to be using matches. The other thing that you'll need is a small plastic bag. This isn't really part of the experiment, it's just to get the egg back out again once you've got it in, because otherwise it's really, really hard to do. So, with our flask, or in your case a vase, a hard-boiled egg and some matches, come with me and let's science. So here's how we're going to get our egg down the neck of the flask. If you're a young gun, you'll need a grown-up at this point, because we're going to be lighting some matches. I'm using 2, just so that we get plenty of burning going on. Make sure they're good and alight, and try and do this in a room that hasn't got a smoke alarm. Pop those in there, pop the egg in the top, making sure there's a good seal. And in it goes. Ta-da! There you can see, the egg is completely inside the flask. Science! Now, can you work out how that happened? Now, a lot of people would say that the egg got sucked inside the flask. Actually, that's not quite true. It's more like the egg was pushed inside. It's shattered a bit here, hasn't it? Air all around us weighs something, and that weight we call air pressure. Now, air doesn't weigh very much, but it does weigh something, and there's a lot of it above our heads. And when I put the egg on here, normally it's got air pressure pushing down on it, and there's the same amount of air pressure pushing up, so nothing happens. But when I lit these 2 matches and put them inside, their burning used up the oxygen, and so we had a lower pressure inside the flask than outside. And that extra pressure on the outside was what pushed the egg in. So it wasn't a vacuum inside pulling it, vacuums don't pull, but air pressure pushes, and it was the air pressure pushing. I had to push it quite hard to get it in. It was the air pressure pushing it in. Ooh, got a bit stuck. There we go. Ooh, there we go. So that's how it worked, air pressure pushing it in. I think I'm going to have, egg sandwiches for tea perhaps? So I hope you enjoyed our fabulous Easter egg experiment. But have you ever wondered why we have chocolate eggs at Easter? Well, apart from being delicious, of course, eggs are often used as a sign of new life and new hope. And that's certainly what we find at Easter. At Easter, on Good Friday, everything looked like it had gone wrong, everything was dreadful. But when Jesus on the cross said, "It is finished," he didn't say, "I am finished." He said, "The job is finished." And on Easter Sunday morning, as that stone rolled away, everything started anew.